Good evening, Bilal. Very nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you too. How are you doing?
I am doing very good. Welcome back to Canada, first of all. It must be very cold there.
Yeah, it's compared to Germany, it's kind of a lot more colder, to be honest. Yeah.
Definitely, I've got so many friends living in Canada, and Canada, it's really cold in this time of the weather. But anyway, let's leave the weather and talk about you. You're a very hot prospect. A lot of talk has been about you as well, especially in the Middle East in the last couple of weeks. I want to hear it from you, Bilal. Who are you first? How would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Billal Halboni. I'm 21 years old. Going to be turning 22 in a couple weeks, and I'm playing right now for Werder Bremen, a top club that used to be in the Bundesliga for 40 years. Now, they now got relegated to the second division. I play for the reserve team for them, the second team. And I moved there when I was 20 years old. So I've been there now for a year and a half. And yeah, I would say I'm just following my dream. I moved from Canada to Germany at 20, which was for me, it was very tough considering that, as Middle Eastern people, they like to be around their family a lot, and we're very family oriented people. And it was very tough for me, but like I said, it's important to just stay focused and stay on my dream. And this is what I've been doing, alhamdulillah. And here I am right now speaking with you on an interview with in terms of my regarding my career. And yeah, hopefully bigger things would be happening in the future internationally, but also who knows, like I said, with maybe staying with the first division team with Bremen, or maybe if career paths change, then going to a different club. Yeah, that's a basic summary, a small summary of who I am.
That's amazing. We're very proud of you and the things you've done so far. Let me go back to the beginning of your career. How did the move happen from Canada to Werder Bremen? It's not easy to move from one continent to Europe.
For sure. For sure. Well, in 2019, I was playing on a League One Ontario for FC London, and like I said, I was 19 years old, and I had a breakout season. So basically, as everyone was coming up to me saying, "Bilal, you gotta, try to get to a different league, or try to get to a different club, because you're kind of too good for this league and this team, right?" And to be honest with you, I made a highlight tape of myself after that season ended. We went to the finals, but we lost in the finals. But I was probably one of the best players on the pitch at the finals too, right? And I made a highlight tape of myself. I did this all by myself too. Me and my cousin, but we did a lot of hard work into a highlight tape, and we ended up myself. I distributed to everyone I know, coaches, to some scouts, and also some family friends. And luckily for me, it was one of those family friends that used to have a connection with Werder Bremen long time ago, and who still now has a connection there. And he ended up sending my tape over to Werder Bremen. And in November 2019, I went from FC London, and I went to Bremen on a 1 week trial. And they liked what they seen, but they said it was too short of time to technically make a contract for me. So they said, we'll bring you back in January, and we'll fly you out for 3 weeks to have a longer trial for me. So I went there in January for 3 weeks. They seen what they seen, and luckily I was able to get a contract with them for a year. And yeah, that was how I went from FC London to Werder Bremen.
And how is it going right now? Are you a regular in your team? Tell us more about your contribution with Werder Bremen.
So right now, currently, we actually just finished second place, just 1 point shy of the first place. So everything's going well. I'm a co-captain on the team, so I'm a regular starter, and I would like to consider myself a role player on the team as well. And for me, it's a very important that I'm always playing too, and luckily I'm able to do this, playing 90 minutes every game. There's one game where I was sick, where I couldn't play, and that's in terms of the second team. In terms of the first team, recently, before I came to Canada, the last week, I was training with the first team, and they like what they've seen, and hopefully I'm able to make that jump to the first team for the Bundesliga club within the next couple months, or within the next year, hopefully.
We hope so. We hope so. We wish you all the best. What makes you different as a defender, Bilal? I heard as well, like what you said right now, you are the vice captain. So you must definitely have a good or fantastic leadership skills. What else makes you different from other players?
Well, I kind of just want to build on to what you said. I believe I was born a leader, and that's what I truly believe that. Um, I grew up with 5 older brothers. I'm the youngest of 6 brothers, and I was always taught at a young age what is tough love. And for me, that's very important because I like to consider my teammates on the field my brothers as well, and I want them to learn that what tough love is, right? And in terms of leadership skills, you can ask anyone on my team, my teammates, my coaches. My coaches respect me because of my hard work and my mental being and my mentality towards the game and how much passion I have for the game. And in terms of my in-game skills, yeah, I'm 6'2", so which is 189 centimeters. I'm very, very strong on the ball, off the ball. My tackling is good, and I also got some very good ball skills because I used to play for 14 years of my life as an attacking player, as a number 10. And
And then now you move to be a defender.
2019, my coach moved me to a defender. There was an opening, I guess, and I haven't looked back since, right? And I possess, in the specifically in the European football aspect, center backs are made to be, comfortable on the ball. And you've seen a lot of people like Rudiger, like Van Dijk, who are even Ramos too, my personal role model, who just are so comfortable on the ball and are able to if needed, do some fancy stuff, or have the ability to do things like that, right? And it brings back the fun side of the football too, right? And for me also, I think that for a number one being is who is Bala Halbuni. I think he's a hardworking guy who's humbled, and who's always putting the work to better himself for the future.
I heard you're a very hardworking guy. You fight for your dream, Bilal. And now you told me as well, your role model is Sergio Ramos, the now who is currently playing for PSG. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Bilal? In one sentence. We're talking club career here, okay?
Club career?
Club career in 5 years' time.
Well, that's a tough question. Hopefully, for me, it's playing at a top tier club in one of the top 5 leagues, in my opinion. And I also want to add on to that sentence. I know that you said it was a one-way sentence, but I also want to be leading that team.
Amazing.
I want to be leading that team, like I said, because I want to be. I like to be in charge of my team and leading my team. Hopefully, to if it's the club, a championship at the end of the season, or internationally, leading my team to a World Cup.
We hope so to see you fulfill your dream. As I said, you're a very hardworking guy with a lot of potential. And now moving into the international career. Bilal, you can represent 3 countries. You can play for Canada, Lebanon, and also Syria. Where do you stand right now with this?
Right now, I don't know, to be honest. There's been many people who have been trying to contact me. And,
So your priority is Canada right now? Then after that, you're gonna look or have a look. Then what you're gonna decide?
My priority for Canada, but who knows what can happen.
Exactly. Another question now. We're not gonna talk about your career here. We're gonna talk about your origins. We know you are of Syrian and Lebanese origins. Do you follow Arab football or Middle Eastern football?
Not that much. No, I don't.
What do you know about it?
Well, I know some people who play in the Saudi league, which
Okay,
is what I heard was one of the better leagues in Asia,
definitely. Yeah.
right? And but that's only what I know, to be honest. I don't really know much about the Middle Eastern leagues.
Interesting. It's fine, but we are still very proud to hear about your story, to see him playing for one of the very important teams as well in Germany. We wish you all the best. Now we want you to say a message, if you can try, in Arabic to the people in the Middle East.
In Arabic, Arabic, it's okay, but it's not that good. But I want to say, like, continue if you know, because I remember there's a lot of kids. I have a lot of family who live in Lebanon, and most of my family from Syria came down to Canada, but I have a lot of family that live in Lebanon. And one thing that I really notice whenever I go and visit is they love their football, and they love to play football, and the passion that they have for it is incredible, because you'll never see, in my opinion, the same passion you see in Lebanon with the kid with the ball, and the same passion you see in Canada with the kid with the ball. And the one thing I want to say to the kids back home is stay focused. If you really want to live out your dream, I know it's tough in the conditions there right now, but you hear it many times, and when people say anything is possible, and it 100% is true. Just like I said, with the right mentality and the work ethic, I think anything is possible, in my opinion. And alhamdulillah, you've seen that in myself. I know I was 19 years old, which is still considered a little bit late to go to the European aspect of football, but with anything, like I said, anything is possible in regards to living out your dream. And yeah, that's the one message I want to say to them.